Next presenters are Tokyo International University from Japan and University of Southeastern Philippines. Let's welcome them with a big hand.
Good afternoon. We come from Tokyo International University and University of Southeastern Philippines. Our subject is what's common to the rich and the poor.
Hello everyone. Imagine there are two boys. One boy is called Tom. He lives in the Philippines. The other one is Mark. He is a certain African country. Every morning, Tom gets up from his bed, uses the bathroom, eats eggs, milk, and bread, plays with computer, and goes to school. On the other hand, Mark is an African child. He is fortunate to be still. At the age of 6, many of his friends have died of things such as malaria and dysentery. He lives in a small shack without windows, no kitchen, has a stove outside, doesn't have enough water to drink. He bathes himself in the nearby pond. So, which one do you think is happy? Ladies and gentlemen, what is the fundamental difference between those two boys with respect to happiness? Do you think is it that one boy is rich, well, the other is poor? Is it a matter of money? We don't think so. We think that there are 5 basic human needs: clear water, food, living space, oxygen, and proper temperature. And those 5 basic needs are satisfied. You are happy because you have a good health. We have different goals, different desires, different ways of trying to make ourselves feel good. Deep down, we have the same 5 basic needs to be happy.
Well, Tom and Mark are now in their teams. They somehow satisfied 5 basic human needs. Still, they were still very young children. When Tom received elementary education, he didn't want to go to school anymore. At 14, he had no dream at all. His mother said that he must do his homework. He always said that he understood. However, one day, he was praised about his English pronunciation by his English teacher when he was in the 2nd year at high school. He was so glad and he studied very hard. He became very good at English, and because he wants to study abroad, he desperately studied to pass the examination for studying abroad. Finally, he was accepted by the university he wanted to enter. He was so happy. On the other hand, Mark had a dream too. He grew up in a poor family. He couldn't go to school. He joined in a demonstration to demand equal status because there was racial discrimination in Africa. For example, black people couldn't enter a restaurant and white people only could. He wanted to change such unfair social conditions.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Tom and Mark, which one do you think is happy? You may have different opinions. You may measure their happiness by what they have achieved. But we think that we felt happiness when we have a dream and we make effort to fulfill the happiness. Dreams are different from person to person. But the key is whether you have a dream or not, and whether you make effort or not. If you have a dream, you will work hard towards it. It will give a positive impact on your life. That is happiness.
To continue, when man reaches 30, 40, 50 years old, he wants to continue being happy. He has a desire in his heart to be treated in an appropriate way and have a feeling that he is important, good, and valuable. Basic needs and dreams are part of happiness. But what do you think will complete happiness? Let us see. Tom, now a 30-year-old man, became successful. He became successful. He was able to achieve his dreams and get rich, living a life that is well provided. But that is not the end of his story. He offered help to others and assisted those who are in need. He decided to share everything that he has gained to the poor, and in return, he received respect. Respect because he became a man that is thinking less of himself and more of others. Respect because he chose to look at the difficulty of others than his comfort. Unlike Tom, Mark became successful in a different way. He has no material possessions, but he had the heart to help the poor, especially the children. He ventured into building a school together with other people. He approached those who can give, and together they provided education to less fortunate children. In this way, he earned respect. Though he was not rich, he decided to make others' lives richer by letting children go to school and build their dreams. Both Tom and Mark became successful, and both of them received respect. Respect that is proper treatment coming from a positive community. This respect led them to happiness. And through this, they learned that building other people's happiness is their happiness. We have the story of Tom and Mark, different lives, different successes, different dreams, the picture of the rich and the poor. Their basic needs satisfied them at the early years of living, 5, 10 years old. At the point of 15, 20 years, they decided to dream of something big. For Tom, it was work, family, material possessions. Well, for Mark, it is to promote equality in the world. These things brought them happiness, but what completed it? Respect. It was their common point, the desire to be accepted and admired by people for who and what they are. When we say happiness, we think of many things: dreams, material possessions. But as we go deeper, we will have a realization that what will truly make us happy is the respect that we can get from people. We are all different, rich or poor, black or white, old or young. But we have our common point. Aside from our basic needs and dreams, we need respect. And this respect will lead us to our ultimate and highest level of happiness. Thank you.
Okay, good job. I enjoyed your speech very much. Your slides were great. They were very simple and easy to read. And also your message was very strong, and I liked the contrast you had and then the similarities with the two examples you used. The only thing was just your nerves. It's normal. Just maybe train yourself to be able to improvise, have something else to say that isn't exactly what you wrote before, just enough to get the message. And if you do that, don't worry about grammar, just get your message. That's what we care about the most. Good job.